Okay, so we're going to do one more. I'm going to try to bring my voice down because it's something going on that's annoying or something. I don't know what it is. It's stepping into the weird void that I'm never going to fucking do. Letting the world in and choosing a host and domain name. Like an alien? Not going to happen, motherfuckers. See, Monovan ain't a real person. I don't know what the fuck that shit is. She's boring as shit. She ain't got nothing to fucking say. So all you sitting around with a alien, you think that's cool. They don't got no energy that's worth looking at. Do you think it's alien for someone to not have guilt for what they've done? That's something you want to be proud of? You think it's alien for them to only care about themselves? You only want to care about how you feel? Really? While you lie to people who have made it in the business and say, I just want to make money. That's your goal in life? Really? There's some really fucked up people in the world, just to let you know. So all this shit that you're putting people in vulnerability is a fucking crime. It's a fucking crime for none of you out there to be talking about how the fucking people on Tea with V this morning were fucking criminals. The dude from Pakistan was one of those guys who calls your mom up and says, let me get into your computer and I will take your money. And then the dude from Detroit was a fucking criminal. And then the woman in the grief thing was a fucking criminal. They're all fucking criminals. And then you're all going to be like, wow, that's real educational. Yeah, no, sorry. I'm in so much grief. I want other people to feel grief with me too. What a fucking freak. I don't give a shit about nobody with grief. Go fuck yourselves. Letting the world in, choosing a host. You're going to work with the devil, Monovan. That's who you're going to model your content after. So you're going to copy your shit after. So that you can be with Gary Vee and that weird shit that he fucking does. Well, you go for it, because that ain't going to be the life that America lives. You're going to get your ass extradited with your fucking Persian bitch. And you're going to really know what it's like to live in Qatar. Because you're going there in, 10 days? That you and your princess bitch can go stand on your little fucking thrones while you stroke the cock of the leader of the country? Finding the free website providers. Good luck trying to find one that you can trust. Here, try this product for free. Oh, there's always a gimmick and there's always something expected and attached to try this for free. And it's selling your soul to the devil. Picking and registering domain names. Maybe that's word ads. I don't know. Don't care what people think about you, Gary Vee. Building better web pages. The fifth wave. Well, it's not quite done. I've animated the gurgling spit sink and the rotating Novocaine syringe, but I still have to add the high-speed whining drill auto track. Oh, it's a dental one, isn't it? We might have to do a picture here. That could definitely be a picture for my webpage. G. Dorst Dental Clinic, the fifth wave. Well, it's not quite done. I've animated the gurgling spit sink and the rotating Novocaine syringe, but I still have to add the high-speed whining drill audio track. Yeah, because you're all whiners. Now we're past the planning stage. The other part was the planning stage. Using cascading style sheets. Adding CSS to your web pages. Using selectors, classes, and IDs, setting new properties for HTML elements, and positioning elements. No one knows what any of that means, just like, no. Cascading style sheets. No one knows what that means. That's coding talk that nobody understands. That's why nobody wants to make a website. Inline styles, a style declaration, or a separate. Let's read this. Inline styles. With this method, the effect is totally localized. That is to say, the style you create with this method applies only to the element that contains it and to nothing else on the web page. An inline style is the simplest kind of CSS but lacks flexibility. It uses a style attribute to add CSS. An inline style that sets the color for the H1 element in which it is declared looks like this. No one fucking understands what that means. Except for freaks. Style declaration. This permits you to use the full range of CSS, applying it throughout the single web page, but it's of limited utility when dealing with a large number of pages on a significant website because its effects is limited to the page in which it declared. That means you have to make a separate declaration on each page on your site. Such a declaration must occur within the head element of the HTML. A style declaration takes a form that looks like this. So it looks like Shoo Choo is using this shit. And this is how TikTok is fucking us over. And after the declaration, the text in all H1 elements on the webpage will be in blue color. Well, I hope you're listening to what I have to say. Separate CSS file. The file is linked to the HTML files on your website. With this approach, all the creative elements are specified in a different file from the ones that define the content of the web pages on your site. This has a tremendous advantage over either of the other two approaches. One file can control the appearance of multiple web pages. For example, that you have a website with 87 pages. You can readily imagine the amount of effort involved if you have to go into each and every one of those. I promise you we're using community guidelines to distract from science-based education on what the fuck these people are doing. So in TikTok, you have your grid. You have your main circle with your shit right here. And then you have your grid of your videos. And then on top, you have your videos, your stories, your looked at other people's posts, and something else. So you slide it. So that's the grid. This is the separate CSS files. Looks like we can plan our own TikTok, can't we? It's not that fucking hard. Now imagine that there's just one file that you have to change to affect a new style on every single web page in your site. You get the picture, right? Let me see. Oh, I'm not going to do this. Elon is already, because I was now going to go I'm going to talk to Elon real fast. Actually, I could talk to Mark Zuckerberg too. So if you remember MySpace, you had the song over here. And then you had the background color. And then over here you had the comment section. And then something else was down here, but it may have been like your, I don't know if it was your, what do you call that thing? Your biography. But remember how you could change the background color? And you could make you could even do like your, like this would be Apple's save space, or like save your background. I don't know, when you lock screen, the lock screen on the Apple phone, that would be the background color. This is how you build a website, or this is how you build an app. You copy other people's already discovered shit, and then you make it like kind of unique and interesting, I guess. I don't know, shit.